When I tell you, I have been waiting to see Will and Robin share two halves of a whole gay brain cell. I was really looking forward to their interactions this season ever since it was teased, and truly, they did not disappoint. But before I get into this video, I think I should introduce myself properly. So, hi, my name is Tiara, but you can call me T or Tea Leaf because I prefer my pet name over my government name, please. And I really just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you for taking time to watch my video. Even if it was like just checking it out for 5 minutes and moving on with your life, I really appreciate it. Especially to everyone who's commented and shared your thoughts and your kindness. I'm truly overwhelmed and speechless, so I really hope I can do good by you and making these videos. Also, special shout out to all the people in the comments who liked my Genshin gameplay. If you're down to see me running around in Genshin, let me know. I may just make videos, especially for pulling for Duran because he's finally out, like my beautiful boy. But like for the 4 people I saw who like Genshin, I will make videos for you, I swear. But again, thank you so much. I really don't know what else to say. I didn't expect this to go so well. But yeah. Anyways, in this video I'm going to be discussing Robin's heartfelt speech to Will and why I think it confirms Byler more than disproving it. And once again, I'm going to break this video into segments which are the initial meaning of the speech from Robin, Will's interpretation, and the final outcome of the speech. The initial meaning of Robin's speech. Can I just say, when I first saw this scene, I cried so hard. I knew pairing Robin and Will together was going to be great, but I didn't expect it to be something so special and pivotal for the show. Like, not to this degree at least, but to see this scene be the crux of Will's arc as a main character of the show was nothing short of beautiful. So, I was really surprised to see it get misinterpreted after the Volume 1 finale. To clear things up, yes, Robin is talking about self-love and self-acceptance, but not at the cost of moving on from your feelings. When you look at her talking about Tammy in the scene, there's this interesting look of regret in her eyes. And I'm not saying she regrets not being with Tammy over Vicky because oh my goodness, these two are so adorable together and Robin is happy, very happy. But she definitely regrets not loving herself enough fully to shoot her shot with Tammy. Especially because she thought and felt within herself that Tammy would love all of her to compensate for her internalized homophobia and not loving herself. Robin needed to be okay with herself instead of making that solely someone else's job. But I need you to remember that Robin is also a lesbian in 1980s America, which absolutely did not take kindly to queer people. I already mentioned the very real-life blatant homophobia Hawkins displays, and that was only with Will. It truly was a really heartbreaking time in history. So when Robin was telling Steve in season 4, one wrong move and she would be the town pariah about Vicky, she meant it.
What? You ask out a girl and she says no. Big deal. Nothing happens. Maybe your ego's a little bruised, but I ask out the wrong girl and bam, I'm a town pariah.
Okay, yeah.
And now of course we know she wasn't wrong about Vicky, but fears like that are instilled in people, especially with people who are othered by normal society. But what I think Robin meant in her speech to Will is that he should still be himself, accept himself, and love himself, regardless of what society has deemed of him, to stop being so goddamn scared and to shoot his shot with Mike.
You know what else I think?
I really don't care.
I think you gotta stop pretending to be someone else when you're around her, okay? You just gotta be yourself.
You're literally quoting me to me. You do realize that.
Well, maybe you need to listen to yourself. You ever think about that, smarty pants?
Yes, I believe Robin was encouraging Will. What Robin was implying is that she didn't love herself enough to try and hit on Tammy while feeling like she could be herself around her. I think it's very important that Robin mentioned that part specifically, and because of that, her self-worth took a hit. Now tell me, who else's self-worth have we been seeing take a hit or several hits for this entire show? Will. And Robin saw it too. Robin clocking Byler. Robin is 100% clocking that Will is attempting to flirt with Mike by initiating signs. Now, I'm going to point out something that may seem a bit delusional, as the doubters say, and I'm going to need you to just take my hand and trust me on this, okay? Robin sees that Will is disappointed that his attempt didn't work. And we, the audience, see this moment between Mike and Will play out. An elbow bump and a shared look which makes Will question the signs as they strike up a conversation.
How obvious.
Why would Will even ask this in the first place? Remember, season 4 Will was willing, pun not intended, to encourage Mike to be with Al despite his feelings for him. He put Mike's happiness above his own and he was okay with that. What changed? What gave Will hope? What signs was he thinking about? What happened in those 18 months, goddammit? Michael, what did you do? Anyways, tangent aside, Robin is attempting to comfort Will. You see Robin contemplating it for a minute as she watches Will walk in the tunnels looking disappointed. Side note, I find it really cute and wholesome that Will thinks his little punch didn't do anything to Mike because it at least surprised him before going on to encourage him, and she does. Because do you really think Will would stand there all teary-eyed in the tunnels looking at Robin and laughing with her after hearing he doesn't have a chance with Mike? I think if this was actually what people are misinterpreting it as, we would instead see Will standing there, like in the middle of the tunnels, freaking crying his eyes out, because he wouldn't feel so elated, nor would he feel so seen by Robin in this moment, because we've seen Will be hopeless before, and this is not the same. You instead see Will standing there, taking in Robin's words of encouragement, feeling it, and letting it resonate with him. He understands what she's saying, and he feels accepted.
Like I could finally be
Robin.
yeah, Rockin' Robin.
There is just something so inexplainably beautiful about queer solidarity in this moment, where you have Robin, an older lesbian woman, helping and guiding Will, a younger gay man, in this situation in 1980s America where they were ostracized. I don't really want to get too much into the history of everything in America, but I just think this moment was so powerful for more than one reason. I also think it would be a bit jarring that her speech about self-love and self-acceptance and finding all the answers within yourself comes at the cost of giving up on the person you love. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like something a queer audience of Stranger Things would necessarily need to hear. Will's interpretation of Robin's speech. He finally found all the answers, overcoming his internal struggles. This season both makes me happy and terrified for Will, just because of how much he's been smiling in this volume. Like, look at my boy, he's so precious when he smiles. Anyways, fear has always been something haunting Will for the entirety of Stranger Things, ever since he was taken to the Upside Down. So, for Robin to tell him that he needed to stop being so scared, it's not just about his sexuality and internalized homophobia. No, it's about him reclaiming the very being of himself from Vecna. Because there's a reason why Vecna showed him the memories of the fight with Mike and giving Mike the painting, and specifically why he gives Will a glimpse of the memory of what happened to him in the Upside Down and what horrors an 11-year-old boy had to face. He wanted to hit Will where it hurt the most, with the person he cares about the most, using the moments where Will felt the most alone and unlovable.
I'm not gonna fall in love.
To instill that fear in him, but instead, Will finally finds the courage in himself, in his love for Mike, and in his family's love for him, thanks to Robin, to find all the answers in himself. Where Robin saw herself alone on this projector screen, Will sees himself with Mike, with someone who he can be himself with, building Castle Byers with Jonathan and showing Joyce his rainbow rocket ship. Will finds solidarity in his identity instead of shame and feeling different. Will finds himself.
I saw you on the swings, and you were alone too. You're just swinging by yourself. And I just walked up to you and I asked. I asked if you wanted to be my friend. And you said yes. You said yes. It was the best thing I've ever done.
The outcome of Robin's speech. He becomes a freaking sorcerer, god damn it. I just need a moment to just like talk about this because absolute cinema. I have no words. I always knew Will was gonna get powers. You might not believe me, but I am so happy. I am so happy for my boy. I don't have the words. I just feel so much intense glee when I think about this scene. Like, oh my goodness, I've watched it like a million times at this point. Anyways, fangirling aside, we know that the power of love is more powerful than channeling power through hatred, like with Elle and her mother, but I didn't expect Robin's words of self-love and self-acceptance to be so meaningful in Will's growth of a character. You see it little by little as you watch the season, how Robin's encouragement and belief in Will slowly builds confidence in him, and how Mike's belief in Will having more powers than just being a receiver is the reason why he's able to think he had more powers in the first place. Like, say what you want about the scene, flirting or not, you can't deny this. In this very moment, Mike believes in Will more than he believes in himself, and Mike has had crazy ideas. Final thoughts and conclusions. Before ending this video, I just want to leave you with some food for thought. Do you really think Will, while channeling the Demogorgon and literally feeling through them their murderous intent, is going to kneel there and watch them attempt to kill the boy he's been in love with this whole time and think, ah yes, now is the perfect time to love myself and disregard the years of internalized homophobia and self-hatred I felt for being in love with said boy? No, absolutely not. In what world would that trigger him to love himself? Will's need to save Mike and Lucas and Robin and his loved ones, and the urgency to do it, coupled with Mike's encouragement from earlier and Robin's support and solidarity, is what finally showed Will that he isn't unlovable. He is worthy of existing and being himself, and that he can be strong in himself, for himself, because of the people around him, and that loving Mike is nothing to be ashamed of. When he falls down the last time, he's looking directly at Mike, and that's not a look of somebody letting go of his feelings. That is a look of someone acknowledging them. To me, this is what stuck out the most when watching Volume 1 for the first time and rewatching it and re-experiencing the speech again. And I believe that Robin was encouraging Will. You see it from the moment she looks at Mike and Will talking and connecting the dots between Will's questions and how his actions play out now, especially the moment where Will goes in to initiate physical contact with Mike. It's there. And yes, Will looks a little embarrassed and a little upset that nothing happened, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I believe that Robin felt the need to encourage him in the first place. Also, I will be doing a video on discussing Mike and why I'm not talking about him as much as I need to in this video, so please don't worry about that. But I just wanted to focus on the speech itself and what it meant to Will more than anything. So if you like this video, let me know, and I hope it can curb some of your Byler doubt if you have any. And again, just thank you so much for watching. I really hope we're all surviving till Christmas and Volume 1 has lived up to everyone's expectations, because I know I'm enjoying it. So goodbye.